shift our focus to another important story that we are getting for you. CCTV footage has now surfaced showing the powerful explosion that rocked the Sundarpada area of Bhubaneswar. This incident was reported, in fact, on 27th of January. The blast occurred in Azad Nagar under the Sundarpada locality and caused immense panic across the neighborhood. The video that we have now access for you, it shows a sudden burst of fire erupting from behind the water tanks placed on the rooftop of a residential building. And this is the video that I'm talking about. There you can see the water tankers here, and suddenly there is this explosion. A woman is seen running from this particular area, trying to somehow save herself, and I can see some people there as well behind the tankers. So you can imagine the kind of panic this must have really caused among the people who were present here. This was reported on 27th of January. It was a Tuesday around 2:46 in the afternoon. That's what the timestamp really says at this point in time. Within seconds, viewers, thick smoke can be seen billowing into the air as the explosion sent shockwaves through the entire area. In this footage, which we were just showing to you, there were two women and there was one man, and they can be seen running in panic. And there you can see that's the first lady who's running. Let's get back to that previous visual, viewers, and we will explain to you. So these are the water tankers. Suddenly there is an explosion. One woman first comes, from very close to this particular water tanker. Then there's another woman, and then there is a man as well. Can be seen running. There is a lot of chaos, a lot of panic. They are trying to save their lives. They, in fact, were panicking, and this man can also be seen sitting. As we move ahead in this particular video, we can also see a man sitting next to the water tanker, trying to cool himself after suffering severe burn injury. So this is the visual, in fact, that has been accessed by Times Now. Let's go across to my colleague Priyank Tripathi, who is joining us live right now for more on this. Priyank, these are dramatic CCTV visuals that we've got. It's from an incident that took place on 27th of January at 2:46 in the afternoon. Can you, bring us up to speed with what is the latest as far as this case is concerned?
This suspect has been apprehended by the local police under sections of Arms Act by the Odisha police. But the manner in which he was making a crude bomb, which was supposed to attack the rival gang member, is certainly an alarming thing for the local police. As we were describing the video, it was clearly showing that he, along with one of his family members, was in process of making this crude bomb. But the fact of the matter is that what could have been the origin of this material and the chemical which has been used by him for making this explosive is a matter of investigation for the local police. Time and again, the rival gang members in Odisha and West Bengal have been using these bombs to threaten their rival gang member. But coming to the main origin point of procuring this chemical is certainly a major challenge for the local police.
Well, absolutely. And now, as more and more details have emerged, Priyank, tell us a little bit more about the investigation so far. I believe the accused is a history sheeter. That's what the initial probe has found so far.
Yes, Hina, his name is Shahnawaz Malik. He's a local resident of Odisha itself, and his involvement in several cases have come up over the periods of last few years. What we got to know that he was arrested by the police and somehow he got bail in several of the cases. While he was attempting to attack his rival member, this explosion happened. This clearly shows that the impact was so huge that he and his partner, one of his family member, also got burn injury, and both of them have been seen running to save their life. Police officials have been suggesting that they have somehow got to know that what could have been the origin of this explosive, but whether this explosive could have been gathered by him in a huge quantity or not is certainly going to make more stringent sections of the BNS in this FIR.
Well, absolutely. And what we are witnessing is bomb maker in action. That exact moment, Priyank, has been caught on camera. And before I go back to the big screen to explain and describe for our viewers the visuals, could you just tell us a little bit more about, how did these people manage to get so much of explosives that they were busy making bombs on the rooftop of this particular building?
These crude bombs are being made taking, ammonium nitrate, sulfuric acid as well as a few of the chemical which have been previously used by these gang members, and a few sharpeners have also been used by them time and again. So while Shahnawaz Malik, who was on the top floor of his residential block, which was a 4-story building, right behind these water tank, was trying to assemble this ID, the accidental explosion took place. His partner, his family member was also present on the spot. And after this accidental blast, both of them surfaced injuries. And since they were about to place a sharp nail, that had also harmed them. Later to that, the CCTV footage clearly shows them running away to save their life. So there are two aspects of this investigation. First, that what could happen, the process which was followed by him and his team members for procuring this chemical which could have been used by him for making this explosive. So far, it appears to be ammonium nitrate. And the second part is that who were the main target. The targets have been saved because the accidental explosion happened. But time and again, the procurement process which is being taken by these individuals and the gang members, some part of it has already been seen. What happened here in the Delhi blast, where the huge amount of ammonium nitrate, which was supposed to be used for the farming purpose, was used by these terrorists for carrying out explosion right outside the Red Fort, is the next matter of investigation for the local police.
Right. Priyank, request you to please stay on with us. Let's now try and explain to our viewers the sequence of events here. The entire incident from January 27, viewers, that has been caught on camera. Let's describe for you, in fact, the CCTV videos that we have gathered. Now, this is the CCTV footage, viewers, that shows you what was happening before the explosion. So this is the rooftop of a residential building that we are talking about. There are 4 water tankers here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 water tankers here, and you can see some activity behind the in between the first and the second water tanker here. Now here what we can see is the presence of 3 people, 2 women and 1 man. Now, what we have learned is that they were busy making an IED. As Priyank was telling us, it perhaps was ammonium nitrate, and something was happening here. So they were trying to make some IED, some kind of a bomb with some explosive material that they managed to gather. Where did they gather it from? I mean, all of this is a matter of investigation. Then suddenly, after this is done, we have another set of video that we have access for you, which shows exactly when the explosion take place. Suddenly, while they are in the process of making this IED or bomb or whatever you would like to call it, suddenly there is an explosion that can be seen in this particular video, and we see this first woman coming out, running from the first tanker to the other side of the rooftop. So there you can see the sudden white flash that you just noticed. So that's the moment of the explosion. We see one woman moving towards the, residential, moving towards the rooftop, the other side, of this rooftop that's away from the tanker. And then we can see another woman as well. And then in the third video that we are now going to show you, we can see a man also sitting in front of the tanker, one of the water tankers. There you can see one woman has already run away. There we can see another man, another woman. And here you can see another man who is sitting right in front of the water tanker. Suddenly, there is a burst of fire that erupts from behind the water tankers that were placed on the rooftop of this residential building. Within seconds, the flash of light, thick plume of smoke we witnessed, explosion sent shockwaves to the entire area. We saw firstly one woman running away from there. There was panic, severe burn injuries, and this man can be seen sitting here, the accused, can be seen sitting here trying to cool himself down after suffering major burn injury. So this is the exact moment of explosion that has been caught on camera. Extremely dramatic visuals, viewers, that we have got for you. This from January 27 at 2:47 in the afternoon, and now investigation in this regard is underway. Let's now move on and shift our focus